Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Geoff.
And we just watched an episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
The penultimate.
Oh, we love a penultimate.
We love a penultimate. We do.
Yes, it's good. It was definitely a weird penultimate. It was
like a little filler.
Yeah, it was a little like we're back from Scotland and...
A little like cut and paste.
Yeah. But, it's necessary so that we can feel some closure next week.
Right. I think we really get to the end of these stories and, some that are more interesting than others.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
I like how the episode psyched you out by starting in Scotland because you're like, oh, we're still in Scotland.
Yeah, I was like,
I
thought we left Scotland.
I thought there was nothing left. They just show the plane flying to Atlanta.
It's like, oh, wow, I wouldn't have known that. Thank you, editor.
Yeah. It was good of them to remember. For those people who, didn't watch the second episode of, or later episodes of Scotland, like, oh, I guess they're back now. Yeah. It's very helpful that way.
Yes, it was.
Oh, sorry. The food. I don't know how so much food. And it wasn't even that much food.
It wasn't, but there was a lot of fried food.
Yeah.
Fried cheese, like French fries, onion rings, and like I had a very large sandwich.
My burger was... I didn't even finish my burger.
Oh, I noticed that, yeah.
Yeah, no. Sorry. We went down and met up with some friends and went to their kids' summer theater recital, play, whatever it was. But I have to say, youth theater, like amateur, it's magnificent. It is everything you want out of living in the suburbs. It's fantastic. But we went out to dinner or lunch afterwards and ate so much food. But I came home, took a great nap. It was very good nap. Oh, what do we got? What? My collar? Oh, thank you very much. This shirt needs an ironing too.
It does.
I also slept in it. So that didn't help, let me tell you. So... no, I brought that up because I thought, we actually did some, did some stuff this weekend. We
tried out the grill.
Yeah, we barbecued.
Yeah, grill's working well.
Yeah.
We got propane tank for the fire table.
Yeah, we have a little, what our friends call the Bali experience, and it makes really, really tall flames near our house, which makes us really frightened to use it.
Flaming, I don't know.
Hey, how dare you say that about us? We're not flaming that hot.
Flamers. Taking it back to season, the Miami season of Real World. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
Someone called someone the slur. They called a gay person a flamer.
Oh, that's a pretty soft slur. I'll take it any day over the hard F.
It's true.
But anyway, I'll take a hard F any day over that other F. But anyway.
Speaking of, it's so interesting. Our evolution of going to see a kid's play, Rockin' Robin Hood, on the same day we could have gone to Dory Alley in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Which is the very sex-positive, leather kink street festival that happens in the city. And it's something we would have gone to in the past just to be like, because we live in San Francisco.
Right. No, it definitely is we are at a different stage in life. Certainly are. Yes. Because I was seeing friends post from Dory, or other posts and stuff, just random, other people that I follow. On Instagram.
I was going to say.
Yeah. And so I was like, that's what's going on there. But, the thing is about all those street festivals and even with Pride and Folsom and all these, different things, it's the same thing over and over again. So, even though... It's a really fucking awful conversation that we're having. Kink fair in children's theater.
Yeah.
All in the same conversation.
Not together. Very far apart.
Very, very far apart. No, those sorts of things do get redundant and everything, especially because, you go out. It's just like going out in general to a bar or whatever. You're like, this weekend's going to be different. Nope, it's the same thing over and over and over.
Right, it's the same harnesses. It's the same,
Right, going. Yeah.
But it's great people who are into it and
Oh, absolutely.
And celebrate that. And the fact that we can still have that in these, times is good.
Yeah, without happening in Berlin with someone driving into their Pride festival in a car. Yeah, yeah, that's no good at all. But yes, the joys of suburban life, quite wonderful. And then just, there's just something so lovely about kids trying to sing, and especially little kids
trying to sing.
Especially little kids when they're just kind of mumbling over in the corner, and you're like, I can't hear them. You know, I realized, and we didn't talk about this enough after lunch, was the piano.
Oh, the piano player was great.
The piano player is great, but they had the piano like right up front of the stage so that all you could hear was the piano, when they knew full well that there were going to be little kids singing quietly in the background.
I mean, like, where else are they going to put the piano? I don't think they're backstage. They need to have the... And also they like posed by the piano.
I guess.
And they had like, you know, it was
cute.
Yes, it was. I liked the piano. I mean, I think it's great, like, regardless of whatever level of talent. The fact that they're expressing themselves and having fun and being kids, and you know.
Well, the whole time I was, you know, I was sitting there thinking, because there are, in every kind of production like that, there's always one or two that you're like, oh, okay, that person can actually sing, or like that person has some skill or whatever. You know what I mean?
Like, there's the Beyonce.
Right. It does make me wonder, like, you know, it makes me very positive of the fact that, like, they're being exposed to acting, or they're being exposed to singing, and that, like, doing that at a young age could definitely, you know, ignite their fire to go ahead and do that, you know, as they get older.
It's also a very supportive environment, you know, to nurture that.
Yeah.
And whether they do it again in the future, I think to have like low stakes, you know, just like, we're having fun.
Right.
You know, yes, you should get your lines right, but we're having fun. And, you know, that's the most important thing. It's not, they're not competing. They're not, you know.
Exactly.
This isn't a career. It's just like, it's summer camp.
Yeah. It's all fun in summer camp until two soft Fs go home and make jokes about it on their podcast.
We're not making jokes.
No.
Too soft.
That's our real name of our podcast.
Better than two C's on a Zoom.
Yeah. Sorry. So a little bit of a tangent there. I just know it was just kind of, there's just something so wholesome about summer camp stuff. It's just
I never went to camp.
I never did either.
Yeah.
So I think that's also just something that, like, this generation of kids is doing, you know, or a certain generation and older, because a camp for, you know, summer for me was being left alone all summer to do whatever the heck I wanted.
Exactly. When I grew up, it was working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, the modern parenting involves occupying your kids' time for them, or else I guess you have to entertain them all summer long yourself.
Exactly.
So.
Or you go to work and they stay home and watch All My Children.
That's the way, you know, I think God intended it, was let the kids stay home and watch horrible television.
This weekend was...
Not that All My Children is horrible, but...
No, this weekend was the anniversary of the, I don't know which anniversary, it happened in 94, of the tornado hitting Pine Valley on All My Children.
Oh.
Remember those episodes?
I do remember those episodes.
Yeah, when, yes, the tornado hit Pennsylvania and like wrecked, and the chandeliers fell, and it was at Adam and Gloria's wedding that didn't happen, and all these people were, of course, in the same area, and the tornado hits, and, you know, wreckage and yada yada yada, and it was just, I remember watching that July of 94 and being like, oh, this is so good.
I'm wondering if that's the same year that Guiding Light had the blackout. Were all the soap operas doing their own natural disasters?
That was like 93.
Could have been 93, 94. When you brought up an anniversary on All My Children, I thought of Natalie in the Well. Natalie in the Well?
No, but that was... Natalie Well was like, I think maybe the year... It was 92.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember watching so early, but I guess I was. I mean, I guess...
Did you watch the tornado? Do you...
I don't. I remember seeing it. I probably... Because
it was a big thing. It would have been like on the cover of Soap Opera Digest.
The thing is that I also, at one point, in addition to recording Guiding Light, I recorded 3 or 4 other soap operas a day and watched them in varying rotations. So, yeah, I vaguely recall it.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't stand out on my big memories of 1994 list, though. So... Apologies.
Simpler times, I swear.
Simpler times.
94.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But let's get on with Atlanta.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Tangent. What happens? Shamea runs into a problem with her rum.
So I think also Atlanta is running into a problem with their continuity. And I think it bears repeating or bears mentioning, because you noticed this, but before you blurt out what it was, this whole Shamea saying, I guess the rum thing isn't happening, followed by, I'm having this party to launch the rum that isn't happening. Like, that all seemed out of order. But as you noticed, that with Angela's friend George, or is it Shamea's friend? You decide.
Both. Angela's neighbor, Shamea's friend, we saw him early in the season with a green beard, and we're like, why does this guy have a green beard? And then we see him tonight with a green beard because he was playing the Riddler. That was his costume. So that obviously happened like they move things up.
Right.
And yes.
Now, if you were to dye your beard green for a Halloween costume, and it didn't wash out, wouldn't you just shave that thing?
Unless he did it, he probably wouldn't shave it, but maybe he dyed it and had that meeting with Shamea that day before her party.
That's just weird.
Oh, he wouldn't have done that. He would have done that.
Here's my guess.
Yeah.
Here's my guess. The party happened, and the next day they met about all her finance stuff. George was there as part of it the next day, and that's the same time that Shamea met with whomever she met with this episode to say the contract was off. I think it was probably all in a one-day business check-in that happened after the Halloween party. That's my guess. But
we could probably look back and see what she was wearing or makeup, what changed. Yeah.
Do you know what we need? We need one of those. I used to work on a reality show. Here's what I know. I need one of those TikToks to pop up in my feed.
That dude, sometimes will pop up in my feed.
I got a lady who does that.
It's a dude. He's like a blonde dude, and he's like, for everyone that did accept, there's ones who didn't accept, and there's this time.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he mainly worked at Beverly Hills and other stuff, but
anyway, I need some details on that.
Yes.
But moral of the story is rum bum, no bum. No rum for Shamea. So,
also, no friendship for Shamea with Porsha because Porsha said she was crazy as F. No, sick as F when Shamea invited her to her rum party to launch a rum that does not exist.
Yeah. I did like the two different tellings of that story between Porsha and Lauren and Shamea and Kay, which was like, yeah, she invited me to that party. He's like, are you going? And Porsha's like, go where?
Yes, girl.
But then, with that text, I mean, that was a pretty straight and to the point text. And I was pleased to see it, to be honest.
I would have, if I was Porsha, I'd just left her on red, be like, whatever. Why would I dignify that response?
I mean, I think but that's the right response. It's like, you're going to invite me to your party after what you did? Get out of here with that.
So, skipping out to that a bit, when Kay is like, I need to meet with Shamea because, I talked about this, and she talks about it went so low, and why'd you have to go so low? And you brought up her daughter and her mama, and Shamea just goes back to the social media post that Porsha did, and it's just, I feel like, as Kay said, you can't meet low with low or negative. How she ever said it, you can't.
Wrong with wrong.
Yeah, wrong with wrong. So I just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it also, I don't know. I see what Shamea was saying, that it gave more context to why her mom would have screwed over Portia's mom. But at the same time, I don't know that we needed the context. No one here was clamoring for more information about that.
I think the context is more so, I felt hurt by her post because we agreed, Porsha and I, that we were not going to let our mother's issues get in the way of our friendship. And then here you go, posting this crap about my mother and how low down we were.
Yeah, I don't think that was, to me, it was very much Shamea saying but here's why my mom double-crossed your mom, is because your mom slept with my dad.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. I tried to. Well, I don't know what she was doing, but... No, and that seems to me we'll never know. And nor do I really care.
No, it doesn't matter. Miss Diana's not on the show as a housewife.
Right. And then on top of that, so that's the thing that I really didn't need, was Porsha being it's sweet and all that. I mean, that she could buy her mom a house.
I like how they explain that math of I took the equity from selling my other house and bought my mom's house all cash.
Yeah.
Thank you for that explanation.
Very sweet and all,
very straightforward,
but very performative and good timing and all for this. The most important people in my life are my daughter, my mom, so
yeah.
And then Shamea that was between the lines, is that
right? She's blown up the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge can never be repaired. So, and I think, Shamea was saying she's been in therapy, or that's one thing she talks about with her therapist, is the whole thing with the fallout with Porsha, and Porsha was her person and whatever. And I just hope they will never be friends again, but I just hope they can just, I'm sure Porsha can.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure Porsha can. So. I really don't. I don't see Shamea coming back. Also, the way they're phrasing everything this episode, it just a nice period at the end of a sentence. Like it's good punctuation on their story, the way that they kind of are framing it. So we'll see. I guess she does well at the reunion, so maybe they'll have a reason to bring her back.
I'm looking forward to that. Side note, I told you, but like someone slipped up and that trailer for the reunion like ended up on Reddit, but I missed it. But I saw like that it was posted, and it's also someone posted on Dorinda
Deadly
a picture of them all. So I saw
so we have their looks.
Yeah.
Some of their looks.
Bravo loves that.
I'm sure they do. Some of those looks just look rather ordinary, as far from what we could tell. They look like they could be someone's confessional.
Oh, Angela's for sure.
And Phaedra's too.
Yeah, definitely Phaedra's. Yeah, I like the color of Porsha's dress. I think Kelly and Shamea went very architectural.
Mm-hmm.
And then, also, Kay's looked very just like...
Yeah, which was like, wore a dress.
Yeah.
So, but the color scheme was nice.
Yes, I like, normally all were the same color, so I like that it was mixed up a bit, but it was still like blocking of the green, the black, and the gold.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
What else do we have going on here? So, Shamea and her rum, we got...
that dumb yoga class with Kay and Angela and their husbands.
The sexy yoga class, which, I thought that, it could be a fun time. Like, I need help stretching all the time because I'm not the most limber. So if I could have you hold my legs.
I would hold your legs regardless, but I don't.
Okay, I'm going to quote you on that. What are you doing later? Oh, we just ate too much food.
I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
But I'm not a yoga person. Mm-hmm. So I was like,
clearly either is Angela or
Charles.
Charles, not George. Stop talking too much about George.
That's what she's like. Just flip it on. Like, I heard you and George. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But they already said that. Angela, yeah.
Just lame. Porsha and Mike and
the Porsha Mike. I mean, even if I didn't know that she's with Sway, Mike he's very, very good looking, but also seems very, very bland.
Yeah.
So he's as good looking as he is bland.
It's weird when she goes on the double date with Kay that he just busts out, I love her. Like,
so awkward.
And Porsha seemed genuinely like, what? Why are you, Why
are you doing this?
Yeah.
She had because she didn't want to be like an asshole, but she also didn't want to encourage it.
Yeah, I mean, even if in any capacity, if someone's like, oh, I don't know what to say to that, it's just like that relationship is.
I feel like that was Mike's last ditch effort to be like, I'm saying it on camera in front of other people.
That was probably Portia's like reason, like, all right, if you're going to play for the cameras, Dennis, you're out of here.
Exactly.
Don't need this.
Red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Drew was working on a stage play.
Oh. I'm really trying to keep Drew's name out of my mouth because, like, all I ever do is say bad things about her.
It's been a while, though, since we really talked any smack. We're not here to talk smack about Drew.
I know.
Like, we heard she's doing a stage play, and it's like, okay. Between that and, like, the horse at the end, I'm like, what are you doing?
I didn't understand. Okay, well, the Halloween party onward is a whole other thing because I don't understand anything that was going on from that part forward.
That was so choppy. Like, I think editing probably did the best they could, but
there was they're like, oh crap, we gotta cut like 4 hours down into 10 minutes. No, Drew in the stage play, like, does she have a lane, and does she just ever drive her car in it? Because she just seems to be driving all over the damn place,
zigzagging.
Like, I don't know. I know actors are going to act, and it's great, and I support working actors. I love this idea. I support children actors, as I did today. But I don't ever think of Drew being a stage actress. But I guess
it's the thing. Drew's things don't seem to really materialize in a concrete way. So that's why when she does things, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's just no follow through.
It's given Kay Michelle too much of an easy day.
Oh my gosh, Kay was just like, sure,
all right,
sure, Beyonce.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, so we can move on from that.
Yeah,
sorry. I thought I had more poignant things to say.
I think in the next episode will be more.
Okay,
we can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stage play, Porsha by Buttermama House. I have to say those chairs in Miss Diane's dining room looked really uncomfortable. The big gold tallback chairs. So I don't know if those was a new set or she just rented that for the dinner that night.
I think she's rented it for the dinner because she had like catering with like a bunch of sliders. It's giving poor holiday.
You just have a thing now. Your boss criticized sliders at one of your events that you planned.
I never see a slider again as a main course. I will. This is completely separate. I'm not shading Porsha. This is totally me. Audience doesn't really know about it, but I'm over sliders.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about it for our barbecue that we're going to throw for our friends in our newly redone backyard.
Yes.
We should come up with some different ways to like do hot dogs, like some gourmet hot dogs, stuff like that. Like just some fixins that make it like a little bit more elevated. That way we can buy cheap ass hot dogs, but we're like putting like caramelized onions and like.
I think the hot dogs that we got the other week, the sausages.
Oh yeah, okay.
Were good.
That'd
Something like that. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, I'm sorry. We're not going to do sliders is what I'm promising you.
No.
So no sliders.
No.
Not at a barbecue, especially. You have to barbecue grill all those tiny little burgers.
And then get some old coleslaw.
Waste of time.
Totally.
Waste of time. Shamea had her Halloween party.
That Kay said she was not going to come to because she is a Christian and a Methodist and all the religions.
And
she says Hallelujah Day, not Halloween.
Yeah. I've never, you mentioned Jehovah's Witnesses and whatnot, perhaps not showing up to parties and whatnot, celebrating holidays. I've never heard of someone just being, I'm so Christian, I'm not going to go to do a Halloween thing.
I mean, I have people like being like, I'm just anti any sort of thing. Like my mom back in the day had an issue with my nephew reading like Harry Potter. Like wizards stuff.
Whenever I hear people, I hear that. Whenever I hear people saying that sort of stuff about Harry Potter, I don't know why it reminds me, and you might be a little too young for this. I think I'm slightly too young for it.
We're like 2 years apart.
I know, but do you remember the whole thing in the early 80s about the Smurf figurines being possessed and coming to life and like strangling kids?
Strangling kids?
Yeah, there was this whole thing about how like the little Smurf figurines that they were selling, they're like kind of rubber about that they were possessed by the devil. And I remember for whatever reason, my mom, not being religious at all, was freaked out by these things. My brother had a bunch of them, and I just thought it was the weirdest thing. So again, when someone says Harry Potter is the work of the devil, I mean, the author is, not. I mean, she's pretty devil-like.
Yeah,
but yeah, I for some reason think of those damn Smurf figurines.
I've never heard of that.
I need to look that up.
So much like Satan panic in the 80s. So interesting.
There really was. And it was, Charles Manson was not long before that, right?
No, that was 60s.
60s? Late 60s, though.
But still, we're talking like the mid
10 years
80s.
Apart. Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, it was just like, it was such a thing that like, like that movie we saw, that Reese Witherspoon movie about where they think that the kid's been kidnapped by like the Satan worshipping teens. Remember that movie?
I don't remember.
It's not a true story. It's all about like kids who are weird in the 80s and listened to heavy metal were believed to be Satanists. It was all like this Satan panic of like,
Well, the same thing happened with video games too, and rap music, and everything was all the work of the devil. It was just like, come on, pick a new foible.
I mean, but we were saying, looking at that party, there were a lot of creepy things that Kay would have like lost her shit, but then she ends up showing up.
Right, but not in costume, so that was fine. So about a Halloween party, everyone looked amazing. Everyone looked good. I loved Cynthia's glue costume. I thought that was really cute. Phaedra as Godfather. Now, we have a friend who will, at all times for Halloween, go with the gross costume and try to look bloodied up and murdered and all that stuff.
Yes.
And it just doesn't work on camera. So, like, as amazing as Pinky looked...
Thank you. It looks gross.
It looks gross. And I know that's the part of Halloween. And in person, I always feel like that's okay, cool. But then when you see pictures of it later, you're just like, what the hell am I looking at?
Gross.
And it's not even gross, like horror gross. Yeah. It just doesn't look right when it's filmed.
I would lean towards funny before I would go gross.
Right.
Or sexy. I wouldn't do sexy, but if I was them, I would go funny like Cynthia, or I would go sexy like Angela with a hot cop.
Right. See, I feel that was definitely for Pinky like a first-year housewife mistake.
Yeah.
Because she probably saw herself back and was like, why would I go on national TV looking all, wrecked in the face? Whereas I think most other housewives would do exactly what you said and just go for whatever makes them look the best.
Right.
So
something goofy. Well, it's like how we saw that Halloween old episode of New York. When and Bethany was Barbie, and Dorinda was drunk.
That was every old episode of New York. Oh yeah.
So I think it's just better to err on the side of hilarity or.
Which, I'm not a Halloween person myself for reasons being that it's too close to my birthday. And so every kids party I ever had growing up was cleaning out pumpkins and carving them because it was right around Halloween. Woo, isn't this fun? So I don't like it for that reason. But I do feel, and I always want to applaud people that do embrace the spirit of Halloween being a time to, be zombies and kind of do the grotesque stuff, which is why I just dislike that it doesn't work well on camera for shows like this. Because I think that's really what the spirit is, because you're supposed to blend in with all the risen dead and the ghosts and the ghouls so that they don't take you back to hell with them.
Right.
So, I mean, they might see a tube of glue and be like, I'm taking you to hell with me. We have some need for glue down there.
For our lace fronts.
Yeah, exactly. Although, are they really using Elmer's glue for their lace fronts?
It's just funny.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what Cynthia said. I was like, really? Maybe that's a problem with some of their wigs.
Well, remember that tagline we heard on an old episode of I'm the glue for my family and my wig.
Yeah.
We digress.
We digress a lot.
So the George of it all, it still wasn't. Was he joking when he said that he had something hooked up with Shamea? Was he not? Did it actually happen? I think it didn't happen. As Kay said about George's wife, there's no love there. Well, we shouldn't presume that. But as Kay said,
we don't disagree with her necessarily.
That this woman is married to this dude because for money, not for love. I just don't see Shamea banging George for a check.
And also, that's the sort of thing that people say during not like he said at the charity event, me and Shamea banged. He was just saying like she's so pretty, you got to pay her.
Pay her, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that's just something that's just weird, nervous chatter when you're on a mic.
But I completely believe when George's wife Ashley said that Angela was looking for dirt on Shamea and called Ashley for that explicit purpose. Trying to find dirt.
Yeah. And
it's just dumb.
It is just dumb. And the fact that it went around, I mean, Shamea did seem actually kind of hurt by the whole conversation.
She was, I think Shamea at this point seems very beaten down. Like as Kay was saying, she feels like she's on the outs of everybody. I wouldn't say bullied. That was, Kay used that term. I don't think she's being bullied. She's just being housewifed hardcore.
Housewifed.
Seriously.
We're coming with a whole other level of bullying that we're just, it's not quite meeting the level of bullying.
The shade is so hard, Yeah. So.
And focused on one person and one person only. Yeah.
Right. And I feel like she just feels pretty beaten down and also probably very sad about blowing up her friendship with Porsha. Not that Porsha didn't participate in that blow up either, but it's just, whatever.
Yeah.
She's not sleeping with George. It's just really, when Angela said that, I want to move forward, but then you move back. It's like, no, Angela, you keep taking it back.
It's because she has such she just doesn't have a good story this season.
Yeah.
So
I feel like she came to the season pumped up from how good she did at the reunion and a lot of fan support and the whole Fangela crap. And then she came in and then she just So, I mean, her reads were that one episode with Pinky, the reads were good and she is pretty slick in her confessionals, but then she's can also fall very flat and just where are you going with George? This whole George thing felt like it was grasping at straws.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing here, but you're trying to make something materialize.
Kind of the way Kelly is trying to do that by putting her man in a mask.
Oh, I forgot.
When I showed up with the black Iron Man mask as Jarvis, I was like, okay, great. I was happy.
And they took it off, and it's we see your eyes, we hear, someone can...
Right, someone can figure this out. And I'm hoping that someone on Reddit has figured this out. We'll see it, figure out.
It makes sense, though, but because her...
What?
What?
Huh? We're fine.
Okay. It makes sense because, Has it been recording?
It's still recording.
It makes sense because her husband has been is not a good dude,
right?
And is scary, and so I can understand, and retaliates quickly, i.e. not letting her film with her daughters. So I can see her wanting to not have this new person involved in that trauma.
Right. Yeah, it makes
She's
complete
protecting
sense.
him.
Yes.
Yes.
There was one other thing about the party that I completely forgot about, but it's not important.
The costumes, the plastic cups.
Oh, why are they doing shots out of little plastic cups? Like, they make plastic shot glasses, and on top of that, if you're as classy as a party as you're claiming to have, you'd actually have shot glasses.
They're more like dipping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, I get that. Like that. If I'm going to Costco and they're gonna, sample me some bacon bits or something, then yeah, I expect one of those cups, but I don't expect that for my alcohol at a friend's party.
No.
At least get the little tiny clear cups that are more shot glass shaped. Okay. But that's just me being snobby. Okay. I can't remember what it was. No, it was actually kind of weird.
Before the horse?
What the hell was happening? And why did Gerald announce that there was a surprise? I was he's like, could I get the ladies outside for a surprise or something?
Either Drew's friend in production said, get them outside. It looked very cold.
Yeah. Well, the horse kept breathing and shooting. Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think Kay called it when she said that Drew arranged this. She's just like Beyonce. She's trying to play it off like, oh my God, what a surprise.
And her hairdresser, Walter, was that his name?
Correct.
Being there, like the cat ate the canary. Like, he just looked like he knew the answers and was like, me? And then I didn't understand the relevance at all of this guy that she was set up on a date with and how this had anything to do with the horse being there.
He brought the horse, supposedly. He showed up at that skate party. They went on a date, but he didn't show up. Now he's showing up at this party unexpectedly with a horse.
While Drew is dressed as Beyonce from the Cowboy Carter tour. So the fact that she would be on a black horse at some point, it just like...
Should have been a white horse.
Should have been a white horse.
Hello.
Another thing she couldn't even get right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just was so clunky. I just don't know.
Donkey.
I was trying to think of a good episode name that had something to do with Drew and an ass, and because all the asses as well. And
no, Donkey Booty was a thing.
Excuse me?
Back in the day, Phaedra and Kenya had competing workout videos.
Okay.
And they were calling it Stallion Booty or Donkey Booty.
Man, how did I miss out on this? What season was this, you think?
Season 6 or so.
Okay.
5 or 6.
Maybe we'll catch that on Amazon's Housewife Vault.
I hope so, yeah.
Donkey Booty, really?
Yes. I think Vader called it Donkey, and Kenya was saying, not the name of the video, but like, she's like, come, get a donkey booty like mine. And Kenya's like, get a stallion booty like mine. And
the rest is history.
Yeah.
It's weird. It was a fun thing, the ass casts. That was kind of fun.
I thought it
was kind of cute, fun little party thing, but the shade that was produced out of it was very lacking. Like,
it was quite weak.
Yeah, I was expecting there to be more than just insulting each other back and forth about.
That's why I feel like producers are like, Gerald, go interrupt this with the horse thing. This is falling flat. We can't do anything with this.
Oh, it's no good.
Yeah.
So we got the finale next week.
I'm looking forward to that and the conclusion and the reunion and
finding out whether or not K. Michelle's contract gave her first chair in the reunion, because something volatile has got to happen next week, or else I don't understand why.
I don't understand. I mean, she was in this episode more than we've seen her the last few episodes, but she's been great her first season, but not first chair great. Like, if you're getting first chair your first season, you got to be like Monica Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to have that kind of energy that you commanded the attention the entire season, and you deserve first chair.
Yeah,
because Kate didn't.
Not that we've seen, no. But maybe we shouldn't be rushing to judgment. Maybe
I don't care if she freaking
slaps Porsha in the face next week
with Drew.
Picks Drew up, just whack whack.
She's still getting first chair.
Okay, all right. I understand.
Or shouldn't have, but
yeah,
whatever. That's us.
I know, how dare they? The nerve. So
we have a board where we work on this for months.
I know. Months? You mean the day you put them up? That one day?
Sometimes I do some rearranging.
That's true.
I second guess.
I have come up here and found you.
The arrangement probably not be the same by the end of the season.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
Although I'm pretty sure.
Just you can. I was about to say, do you need to do the horn to toot, or did you just got your back? You're good. So, all right. Well, I don't think we need to go into any more about this filler episode. There's something for sure we're missing, even though we didn't write it down on our stuff. But no,
I feel like we covered all.
A lot happened. It was interesting for sure, and it's gonna, I think, give us a nice little run into their, like, where are they now cards for next week's finale.
Right.
So
right.
Be all good. All right, well, then we can talk about it next time.
Till next time.